Tonight we have a thumb drive. They broke the connector off and attempted a repair. Flip you over to microscope. Alright, so we have a ripped off pad here, and it is a signal line, so we need to replace it. What we'll first do is do our best to clean it up. Get our focuses in check here. There we go. So first thing we'll do is clean it up. I'm hoping he didn't knock a part off there. I'm not entirely sure on that. But we'll clean it up, and then we're probably going to end up, because of the way these legs are broken off, I guess. Yeah, the way they're broken off, we're probably going to have to run. All we're wanting is the data off this. We're going to transfer it to the, this thumb drive here. So I'm going to probably have to run wires to each leg. I'll just have to be careful and know which legs we're running to. Not a big deal, but so we'll just run the wires to there, and then I will use my extension, USB extension, and plug it in carefully, and we'll pull the data off, hopefully, without any complication. Yeah, that's the goal. So I will set up for that, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let me throw out the temps I'll be using for this repair. Like I said, the first thing we need to do is clean up. I will not be using hot air on this repair. I don't anticipate. But I will probably, and I will use the WXP 120 for wicking probably. But after that, I'll be pretty much on the micro pencil and Pico pencil. And I may not even use it for wicking, because this is a pretty screwed up board, but we'll see. Let's get it cleaned up. We may end up having to run several jumpers, judging by this, but let me clean off their old flux first and see if I can try and keep this in view. Yeah, that one is a goner, I think. Let's be a little bit careful. I don't want to rip it up too catastrophically here. In fact, let's go ahead and get rid of it. I don't think it's going to be of any use to us. There we go. So down the road with that. Just get it out of the way now. We know we have to run jumpers to those two lines. So. All right. Alright, let's grab our board holder just so we can keep this thing steady. I prefer it not to be moving on me. I don't really like it, so we'll have to use the middle, I think. There we go. That'll work, I think. Get some flux and clean off what's left of this. Grab some wick. Just grab the big wick. Still on the tech spray at the moment. Not necessarily by choice. Just it's what's available, or what I have at the moment. I need to go see if I can find some large goot wick. There's nothing wrong with the tech spray really. It's just I don't feel like it's as absorbent as the goot wick. And this board holder is doing awesome. Doing an awesome job. I'm just going to dab here because I don't want to pull these remaining pads. Not really worried about those outside pads. We're not going to be using them really. Alright, just cleaning up that mess. Yeah, the reason why we're not putting them into place is because those legs are completely gone. So we're just going to run the wires out to it. Alright, so we're going to need some jumper wire. And that should be enough to start with. Let's grab our good tweezers for working with jumper wire. That'll be our I-Neesies and 3Ds. Now, I guess I better do some scraping and stuff first. Getting ahead of ourselves again. All right. So I'm going to scrape these in different places because they're so close together. This one will scrape right here. And then the outside one will scrape over here. Just so we don't have to worry about bridging one over. I'm already kind of messed that up actually. I didn't want to scrape the one next to it. Let me grab my more precise pointed one. There we go. That'll work. And then we'll just conformal coat that so we don't accidentally bridge anything. Okay, that's the second one, that's the first one, very good. Some solder here, some solder here, solder back on here, and solder back on here. I think we're done with the 120, so we can stage our micro pencil for now, and then we'll go to the Pico pencil later. And we probably want to add some solder to these legs as well while we're here. So I may have to use the Pico pencil to do those. That's alright, so we'll be going straight to it after we're done tinning these. Okay, that will work. Our big thing is we don't want to get confused that this is the inside and that's the outside one, but no big deal. Not worried about crossing them. We'll be using a magnet wire, so should not get any shorts, and this has only got to work for long enough to get the data off. So. Alright, now we want to stage our Pico pencil. Not drop the micro pencil. Alright, you're driving me up a tree already. Alright. Let's tin our ports. Our port orientation's like this, so that will be a bit of a trick not to get confused by as well, but we'll figure it out. And now all I'm worried about is running our wires. And we want to run some fairly long links. You don't have to be super long, but they do need to be usable here. These days I will figure out that you don't want to hold it so far up. Okay. It doesn't need to be quite that long, so we'll cut that one. To about, say right about there. Should be adequate, I would hope. And that should give us enough wire to run that one, I would think. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Good. All right, let's grab some more. Okay, so not worried about what order I'm doing them in right now. I'm worried about what order I run them in, but okay. I'll make this one a little longer because it does need to cross over to another leg. So I'll do about a yay long. Okay. Get some solder on this. A bead of solder would help. There we go. Have it holding it way too far up though to get it in place. Okay, that should do. Very good. Alright, so I'm going to clean this off and then I'm going to conformal coat these into place because I don't want to be fighting both sides when I'm trying to solder the port. So we're going to conformal coat it so that these are all held into place securely. And the heat won't move up the wire and desolder us from at least the small ones. But I'm not worried about it on the big anchors, but small ones, it could be a problem. I'm pretty sure I get most of that flux up. And if these jumpers don't survive the cleaning, then they're not going to survive the rest of the work. So there we go. All right, let's grab our solder mask. And we'll work that problem. I think we'll need our knife again at the moment. Sorry, y'all didn't really get to see that too well, but that's what it'll look like. So I'm going to grab my big lamp, and then I'm just going to let it sit for a few minutes, probably about 5 or 10 minutes, just to make sure it, to make sure it cures thoroughly. And we'll be back. Okay, I think we're good. Looks like it's reasonably solid. It's not going to let me suck out the jumpers here, so let's go about figuring out how we're going to get these jumpers on here in the right place. So it's going to be, if we go this direction, it's going to be basically the opposite, which I did not make easy for myself. So I probably need to go this direction because I did not make it easy on myself. You know what I could do? I could just flip the board over. I don't need to have it on this side anymore. But I do need to remember that the two middle ones need to be crisscrossed. Alright. Seems simple enough. So those guys need to be crossed over. These guys need to go straight on. Right? Right. And I'm not worried about having extra wire. We'll just deal with that as it comes. No biggie. Alright. She wouldn't mind having some distance because I'm just going to be plugging that into the extension. Get in there. I hope if we stop pulling the wire out. There we go. Alright. This guy to come over here and this guy to come over here. Let's go ahead and get our other end guy in though. Okay, good enough. So we want this guy over here. There we go. And this guy over here. All right. could just break these off. It's got enough, big enough solder joints that I don't think we're going to rip anything. Alright. Very good. Alright. Let's look things over here. Alright. So this one needed to go to that one, which it did, and this one needs to go to that one, and these need to come straight on. Okay. Now we're gonna get the moment of truth. Unplug my capture dongle because I'm going to be using both. Alright, and I don't need my power Z for this. Alright, so we will plug him in here and make sure we get the ding we want to hear. Sorry y'all can't see this, but just plugging into my extension cable. Alright, that is a good sound. Now we'll plug in this guy. Alright. Now I can't show you all the data transfer because it's somebody else's stuff. Alright, that's our empty. This is our guy. Want to select all. And then we want to move it over to F. Alright, data transfer is proceeding. I'll come back as soon as it's done, and maybe I can show you the 100% result. Okay, our data recovery was 100% successful. I couldn't show you anything because I don't want to show anybody's personal files or anything. This is for a business, so I don't want to expose any data or any file names or anything of that nature. But anyway, it was a successful repair attempt. So in summary, we just had to run some jumpers to the connector and get it fixed enough to where we could transfer the data off. It took a little while because the transfer speeds were pretty slow, but it all transferred in the end. So that's really all I had to show you on this one. I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions about the equipment I use in this video, it's all in the description below. Well, if you like the video, hit the like button on your way out, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and maybe the notification bell so you'll know when I post things. See you next time.